Well, hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome to QPAC Live, a program of the Queensborough Performing Arts Center on the campus of Queensborough Community College in Queens, New York. We are so happy to have you here today. Welcome. It's Friday. We're kicking off the weekend together, and I'm so glad we are. Let me tell you that for those of you that decided to tune in tonight, well, you are in for a real treat. This is going to just make your heart sing and it's going to put a smile on your lips. So thank you for tuning in. Now, you know what makes today so special is that we're interactive. So as you're watching the program, if there's a question you'd like to ask our artists, or if you have a comment, you can just go ahead and type your comments right under the broadcast, and we will be able to see them and respond. You know, we've been coming to you live every week to celebrate the arts with programs that are unique and exciting. And tonight is no exception. You know, if you were attending this show tonight at the theater, you would be paying $50 a ticket. That's right. This would be a $50 ticket show. And tonight, you're getting it for free. I'm looking so forward to welcoming our two special guests. Before we go any further, I do want to make just a few announcements. We are having a ball every Saturday at 11 o'clock with our Gotta Dance Kids program. Here, the kids between the ages of 8 to 14 are learning Broadway choreography from Broadway dancers and choreographers. The camaraderie is just wonderful. The kids are having a great time, and it's not too late. If you know someone between the ages of 8 and 14 who'd like to join in, it's only $5 a class, and all you need to do is log on to www.visitqpac.org. Next Friday night, we have the virtual house party. You might be asking yourselves, well, what is a virtual house party? We don't know. But we can tell you it's going to be fun, and we're going to figure it out together. Lots of live entertainment. We've got Gregory Rubin, who always brings the party. We've got a live DJ. We've got trivia with DJ Bucciarelli. We've got Joe Posa as Joan Rivers, who's going to bring the laughs. And we've got a fabulous performer who's going to be singing a tribute to Donna Summer and some other artists as well. There will be trivia, there will be prizes, a raffle. Really a good time. So next Friday, that's at 8 p.m., not at 7, but 8 p.m. And you can get tickets just by logging on to www.visitqpac.org. www.visitqpac.org. And then, if that's not enough, folks, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to come together for some very special entertainment. This May, we start our drive-in concert series. The first drive-in event, which of course will be socially distanced, is on Sunday, May 23rd. Sunday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. The concert will take place at the Bay Terrace Shopping Center in Queens, New York. The Bay Terrace Shopping Center. Now, there is no question that this event will be sold out. We will only be accepting 85 cars. That's it. Tickets will go on sale on our website on Monday. Again, there's the website. Tickets will go on sale on Monday. This show will be sold out. And we are happy to announce that the first show, we will welcome the fabulous Doo-Wop Project. If you haven't seen these performers, well, now's your chance. They are exceptional. Exceptional. Loads of fun, tremendous talent and dancing, singing, doo-wop from the very beginning through the music of today. You're not going to want to miss this. So again, the tickets go on sale Monday. You're going to want to get your tickets early. It's completely safe. We will have the cars separated, and you'll be able to bring some chairs with you, set up in the vacant spot next to your car, completely safe, and you'll be able to enjoy a really wonderful concert. Also, the shopping center has some wonderful restaurants, and you can order from these restaurants and have the food delivered to your car. So, what more can you ask for? So, May 23rd, our first concert with the Doo Wop Project. And now, without further ado, folks, these two entertainers, they are they're New York City stage veterans. They have toured the world, and today they are coming together to perform together for the first time on our virtual stage. Please help me welcome the fabulous DJ Bucciarelli and the beautiful and wonderful Erica Lustig. Come on in.
Well, hi. Hi, Erica.
Hi, DJ.
There you go. There you are.
There they are. And I'm right there in the middle of the two of you. We are so happy to have you here tonight. How are you both doing?
Doing great. So excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
So excited. So excited.
We are so excited. So now we know that you've performed all over and you've appeared in so many different shows, but have the two of you actually ever appeared together?
Erica, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll take this one. So DJ and I actually attended college together at Syracuse University. And the way that we became friends is we were doing, I believe, a Hurricane Katrina benefit at the school, correct? And we were paired together to sing a duet for this benefit concert. And we sang the song Stud and Babe from I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change. And that is where I decided that DJ Bucciarelli was going to become one of my best friends. And here we are a few years later.
It was just last year. A
couple years ago. Who remembers?
And so have you, DJ, I know that you've done some virtual performances because you've done some for us. And of course, you host our very popular Name That Tune, which, by the way, the next Name That Tune is this coming Tuesday. DJ, did we decide on a theme? I think we may have.
We did. I think we're doing some girl groups, aren't we?
Girl groups?
I think it was girl groups or girl teen idols. I can't remember which, but I think it could kind of encompass all of that, no? Everything
Okay.
Did we do that? I don't know. If you guys have an idea, put it in the comments.
I thought maybe we were going to do TV themes. So there's so many great things that we can do together. But DJ does host our Name That Tune. Erica, is this your first virtual performance?
As far as a live virtual performance goes, yes, it is. I have not sung in quite a minute. I've done a few recorded performances for different things, but this is my very first time appearing live, so I'm learning right along with you.
Oh my goodness gracious! And well, don't worry, we're a very kind and tolerant audience. We've had over these last many months some crazy technical things pop up, but you know the show must go on, and it always does. And just tell us now. You recently, well, let's see, this past New Year's Eve, didn't you perform in Times Square?
I did. So I have actually relocated myself for a short period of time while theater kind of went down. I thought, you know, I'm going to go and just be somewhere else. And I chose randomly Greenville, South Carolina. And I moved to Greenville in the middle of December. And the day after I arrived in my new home, I got a job back in New York City. I'm very, very fortunate to work with the USO show troupe. We perform for military all over the country and the world. And we were asked back, what we do every year, we do the Times Square ball drop New Year's Eve show. But we didn't know if it was going to happen this year. And then we did get the ask. So the day I got to Greenville, I found out I'd be leaving a week later to go back to New York to do that incredible, memorable show. And my real goodbye to New York for now was standing on a stage in the middle of Times Square singing about New York to New York. It was quite surreal.
Oh my goodness. And DJ, let me ask you a question. Um, of all the songs that you're going to sing tonight, and of all those roles that you've played, which one is your favorite going into tonight's performance?
Oh, definitely. So the final song of my set, which I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's my favorite because it's a Bee Gees song. I love the Bee Gees. If you are a Bee Gees fan, say you are in the comments. We can actually see everything you guys are saying. So thank you. Hello to Donna, and Milo's here, and all these fun, great people. But I don't want to say what song it is, but it's my favorite because I got to tour Europe with it. I got to go to Italy and Spain and France and Portugal. And it was also a great part because I was only in like 3 scenes. I had a song and then I was done. It was so fun.
We're going to let you get ready for your show, for your half of the show. You're going to kick us off tonight. I'm going to take another minute with Erica, so we'll be right back with you. Erica, when you performed in Times Square, it had to be a little strange this year because there weren't the millions of people that are usually there. How did that work out?
It was definitely very surreal. I had been hoping for and anticipating doing that particular gig since I joined the USO 6 years ago, and it was definitely a little bit sad to. It was amazing to get the gig and to know I would be doing it, but it was sad not having the million people audience that people are used to having at that gig. So, but I was with my friends on stage, and like I said, staring out at now an empty Times Square, which when do you ever see that? There were a few pockets of people that were allowed to come, military families, people who had been COVID tested,
Mm-hmm.
and first responders. But yeah, I did miss the element of audience, but I mean, I was singing and seeing myself on a Jumbotron in Times Square, where normally I sell T-shirts for part of my living as a working actress. So it was a really neat full circle moment for me.
You were celebrating really for all of us, and we thank you for doing that. Well, we're going to see you in just a little bit. We look forward to your performance, but for now, we're gonna put you in our green room. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I am so happy to introduce to you the incredibly talented, wonderful DJ Bucciarelli. Give him a warm welcome. DJ?
Hello, everybody. All right, I'm going to kick this show off with something that's a little bit more old school. Let's do this. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles, God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles, I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of this worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonder, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to me. Woo. Oh my gosh, listen to you guys out there. You guys are crazy. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I hope that you're feeling like this This is kind of like going to the live theater. We really wanted you to feel like this is a theater night out. So if you don't already, please go to the bar, get a $15 glass of wine, maybe a $20 bag of M&Ms, and enjoy some old school musical theater. We have so many friends out there. Rosemary's here, and Reginald is saying yay, and Lindsay's here, and Mara's here, and everybody, just so much fun. I saw my brother was here earlier. Again, we can see everything you're saying in the comments, and we can't hear you clapping, but we can certainly feel you when you write something. So Erica and I tonight, we wanted to sing some of the roles we've played, and I wanted to open with Miracle of Miracles from Fiddler on the Roof, because not only is it a wonderful show, but it's the first show I ever got paid to do, which is a big deal in the acting world. Everyone always says, don't you sing for a living? What else do you do? But Miracle of Miracles was the first song I ever got paid to do, which means a lot. Who knows how much, but it was something. But the next song I'd like to do tonight is very special because it actually involves a Miss Erica Lustig, who's going to come up in a little bit. It's about the very first audition I ever went on in New York City, and I'm going to tell you a little story about that in the song. Again, if you know the words of these songs, feel free to sing along, dance along, all of that good stuff. But here we go. Try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you. Oh, don't you know everything's alright? Yes, everything's fine, and I want you to sleep well tonight. Let the world turn without you tonight. If you try, you'll get by, so forget all about us tonight. Sleep and I shall soothe you, calm and anoint you, myrrh for your hot forehead, oh, and you'll feel everything's alright, yes, everything's fine, and it's cool and the ointment's sweet, for the fire in your head and feet. Close your eyes and relax, think of nothing tonight. That's right, Jerry, it's from Superstar. So, this musical is the first audition I ever went to in New York City, but the story is, I didn't live in New York, so I had to board that Greyhound bus and stay on my dear friend Erica Lustig's couch. She graciously took me in. The next morning I woke up, I was so excited to audition, but when I looked in the mirror, I realized my face was like 3 times the size because I was allergic to her cat. But I decided I'm going to go to this audition anyway, and my entire walk there, I kept reminding myself over and over again this motto. Try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you, like your face being super swollen, cause everything's alright, yes, everything's fine. And I'm looking around and everyone's dressed like American Idol, and I wore a full 3-piece suit. But it's fine, yes, it's fine. I'll relax and think of nothing tonight. So, yes, everyone looked like they were in American Idol. And I looked like I was doing, a symphony concert. But it was fine. I waited in line with 600 people. I got to sing, and I got a callback. But no one tells you at your first audition that the callback is a dance call. I only had a suit on. So I thought, I'm going to take off my coat, I'm going to unbutton my shirt, and I'm going to try to the best of my ability, and to the end the story is, I got the show! Try not to get worried, try not to turn on to problems that upset you, oh, don't you feel everything's alright, yes, everything's fine, and it's okay if you're not cool or just like American Idol. If you don't sing high and you don't know what you're doing, because if you try, you'll get by, so forget all about that tonight. So I hope you guys out there that you are watching, you guys can take this and relate this to your life, because I wasn't cool, I probably wasn't the best singer that day or the one who looked the coolest, but I had passion and I ended up booking the show. So just remember, if you try, you'll get by. Everything's all right, yeah. Thank you. So that is my Jesus Christ Superstar story. I ended up touring for about a year and a half on and off. And the cool thing is that my Jesus was Ted Neely from the movie. I was trying to see what Celestia Eyes. What a great name. They're saying it's their first time here, super entertained. Well, I'm glad that you came tonight. Since you don't know much about QPAC, I'm going to take a quick second and let you know that the Queensboro Performing Arts Center, they are a performing arts center in Queens. They see almost 160,000 people a year. And since the pandemic began, they have been offering free entertainment almost twice a week. Everything from game shows to concerts on Friday nights. They're welcoming us tonight with open arms. So if you do have $1 to spare or $5 to spare, there is a donation link that's been going up in the comments. Every dollar counts. It's what's keeping the arts alive in these times. And of course, if you're enjoying tonight, let us know, because Eric and I are having a blast already. So my Superstar story, I ended up booking it. I toured. I loved it. I forgot so many lyrics because I had to understudy so many roles. That's kind of my bag. So I'm sure some point tonight I'm going to forget something. But the next song I'd like to do is actually not from a show I was ever paid to do. It was never even a professional show. But it's from a show, or it's actually a memory that I have, because no matter how many things you do in life, you're going to get pigeonholed. And no matter what I do, and I've toured the world, I've worked with all sorts of people, but this is the only show my parents still have a VHS tape of and still talk about to this day as possibly being when I peaked. So here's a song from here, and I believe my dear friend Noelle is watching tonight, and she starred in this show with me. So here we go. Dare I say it, I may have peaked in high school, playing Joseph in Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew. This is for you, Noe. I closed my eyes. Someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. You guys sound so good out there. The world and we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. Sing out with me, you guys know the words. The crash of drums, a flash of light. My golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness. I was left alone. To the beginning, the light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. So this is a very interactive song. So I am going to inquire. I'm going to ask you guys to sing with me coming up. This is what you're going to do. You have another chance to do it. I'm going to get you in a second. It's coming up. Just wait. Oh, thank you, Evelyn. You're going to do this too. One more time. There you go. Come on, sing out with me. Ooh, a crash of drums, a flash of light. My golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness. I was left alone. Thank you, thank you. There are so much love out there. Totally singing the harmony here. Oh, good, Deborah, sing the harmony. I hope you guys do. I promise you, no one out there can hear you. So if you're not confident, but you just love to sing, please do it. We have so much love out there. I see Noe's out there, and my Aunt Patty's there. Thank you, Patty, for coming. Patty's been one of my biggest supporters forever. I know my family's there, and they're the best too. And no shade there, like. I did Joseph in high school. I definitely grew my hair out long. It was really fun. But the final song I'd like to do today is from my favorite show I've ever done, which is Saturday Night Fever, which if you've seen it, it's a great musical. It's an even better movie. And we do get... thank you, Milo. Thank you. Coming from you, that's huge. Guys, Milo is incredible. He's the best singer in the world. So what I love about this show is that we all get pigeonholed in our lives, and more than anything, I'm always playing 17 in Italian and a little scrappy. So this song, I was absolutely that. I was 17 and I was scrappy, and I played the role of Bobby C in Saturday Night Fever, and I got to sing this great song. This is my final song, but don't go anywhere because Erica's going to come up and she's going to belt her face off and she's going to throw you. She's going to throw me out of the water. All right, here we go. Here's my final number. So here I stand on the edge of the night, nothing in my life, no one to love me. I keep trying to be somebody, but nobody listens. Nobody listens, and the pain don't go away. It opens up the door to yesterday. I thought she'd be the first. I thought she'd be the last. But time is in control, my love, and the die is cast. The die is cast. Tragedy. When you lose control and you've got no soul, it's tragedy. When the morning cries and you don't know why, it's hard to bear. With no one to love you, you're going nowhere. Night and day, there's a burning down inside of me. Burning love with a yearning that won't let me be. Down I go, and I just can't take it all alone. I really should be holding you, loving you, loving you. Tragedy. When the feeling's gone, you can't go on, it's tragedy. When the morning cries and you don't know why, it's hard to bear. With no one beside you, you're going nowhere. So, I got to tour all over Europe singing this song, playing 17 in Italian and scrappy. But, you know, what I didn't say before is that the whole show, I'm the sad guy. And after I sing this song, I had to die. But... you know, I was all in my head, and I was always so nervous about it, and when my mother came to see the show, she looked at me and she said, you know, Deej, you, of all people, you die beautifully on that stage. Thanks, Mom. I thought she'd be the first. I thought she'd be the last. But time is in control, my love. And the die is cast, the die is cast. Tragedy can change. When the feeling's gone, you can't go on, it's tragedy. When the morning cries and you don't know why, it's hard to bear. With no one beside you, you're going nowhere. You look for somebody, there's nobody there. The tragedy that nobody cares. Thank you. Oh my God, all that clapping. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are literally writing so many in those comments. So much. I forgot to mention earlier that my friend Mara is here, and Mara toured with me in Superstar. She sat in the seat in front of me, and she was the best. Hi, Mara. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh, what are people saying? DJ, have you been interviewed on any of the Broadway Podcast Network shows? No, although I am doing a interview coming up on the Jim Masters show. If you don't know Jim Masters, he's a prolific interviewer for many years. On March 11th, I'm going to be doing an interview with them. But otherwise, no one wants to talk to me. All right, guys, I've taken so much time. I've taken so much of your time. Oh, thank you, Allison. But there's so many greater things coming up in this show, because Erica Lustig, one of my nearest and dearest, one of my very best friends, she's coming to sing you some of her favorite songs from shows that she's done, and she's beautiful, she's super talented, and this, without further ado, I would love to introduce my dear friend Erica Lustig. Take it away, Erica. Go kill it.
Hi, everybody. Wow, thank you so much, DJ. You sound amazing. I want to thank Susan for having me. I'm so excited to be here tonight to perform for you just some of my favorite songs from my favorite shows and roles that I've been so lucky to get to tackle on stage. So first, I would like to take you back to the 60s. We're headed back to the 60s. This is a show that I got to tour internationally with in 2013. It was the age of free love, hippies, of draft dodging. Of course, this was the age of Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falsehoods or derision, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius. All right. How many of you were fortunate enough to see the original Broadway production of Hair in 1968? Let me know in the comment. How many of you were fortunate enough to see the 2009 revival, which was the version I did on the road? All right, hippies, let's see it. Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falsehoods or derision, golden living dreams of vision, mystic crystal revelation, and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, 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 Aquarius. Thank you so much. Yes, so I was so fortunate to get to tour this country and parts of the world with Hair, the musical. And the question that I always get first when I tell people that I was in Hair is, did you get naked? And the answer for me is no. I was cast, along with being one of the hippies, I was also cast as Claude's mom. So I had a scene right before the naked scene as Claude's mom, meaning that I couldn't come on in the naked scene. And at first when I heard that, I was so excited. I was like, yes, I don't have to get naked, ha ha ha. But by the end of our 6-month run, our whole cast had like bonded over this moment that they got to share together on stage, and I felt left out. So our final performance in Japan, we closed in Tokyo, and on the night of our final performance, me and the young gentleman playing Claude's father decided, we want to do that scene. So we went on stage for our scene as mom and dad, and then we quickly rushed off when the song Where Do I Go started, which is the song where at the end the hippies start to disrobe in protest. And we quickly changed out of our mom and dad gear, which meant taking off wigs, everything, put our hippie clothes back on, ran onto the stage for the back half of the song, which we had never been in, by the way, and we stripped down with our castmates, and we ended our run in Japan getting to do that naked scene, and it was one of the most thrilling things I've ever done on stage. So sorry if my director's watching, wasn't allowed to do that, but I'm really glad that I did because it was super fun. My next song is going to be from the first show that I ever had a lead role in a musical. I cried when I got the phone call that I would get to play an iconic character in another movie musical that I've now done twice, and she's very near and dear to me. This is Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors. I know Seymour is the greatest, but I am dating a semi-sadist. So I got a black eye and my arms in a cast. Still, that Seymour's a cutie. Well, if not, he's got inner beauty. And I dream of a place where we could be together at last. A matchbox of our own, a fence of real chain link, a grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer, and an ironing machine in the tract house that we share somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass. He loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean. In the pine soul scented air, somewhere that's green. Between our frozen dinner and our bedtime, 9:15, we snuggle watching Lucy on a big, enormous 12-inch screen. I'm his December bride. He's father. He knows best. Our kids play howdy-doody as the sun sets in the west. A picture out of Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dream we'll go somewhere that's green. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Rosemary. So Audrey was obviously a dream. My very first Seymour was actually Mr. Michael Linden. For those of you who are fans of Carol's Kings, he's one of the kings. And I believe Donna, his mom, who's like a second mom to me, is here tonight. So hi, Donna. But yeah, I got to meet and work with Michael that way. And now Michael and DJ work together. And we're just one big happy family. And it's amazing. That's one of the perks of theater, is the family that you build. My next song is going to be from a more recent role, one of my favorite on and off stage experiences. A couple years ago, I was blessed with the opportunity to play a Disney princess, which is pretty much every girl's dream. I grew up in the age of the Disney princesses, the best Disney princesses, and I was blown away by the opportunity to play Belle in Beauty and the Beast. It was amazing, obviously, to sing that iconic music and play that iconic role on stage. But my favorite part was actually the part where, after the show, I got to greet the children in costume as Belle. And the way that kids look at you when they've just watched you in a musical and they truly believe that you are Belle, there's nothing better. So, without further ado, this is one of my favorite songs from that musical. It's a song about a woman, young woman, getting to know herself. There's been a change in me, a kind of moving on, though what I used to be still depend upon. For now I realize that good can come from bad. That may not make me wise, but oh, it makes me glad. And I never thought I'd leave behind my childhood dreams, but I don't mind. For now I love the world I see. No change of heart, a change in me. For in my dark despair, I slowly understood my perfect world out there had disappeared for good. But in its place I feel a truer life begin, and it's so good and real, it must come from within. And I never thought I'd leave behind my childhood dreams, but I don't mind. I'm where and who I want to be. No change of heart, a change in me. No change of heart, a change in me. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to take a quick sip of water and then we're going to do my finale. Okay, so the very last production that I got to do, and the last role I got to embody, was my dream role. So, you know, I feel like I've peaked now. No, but I waited my whole life to play this role. This is one of my favorite musicals growing up, and it took me a long time and a lot of auditions. But about a year and a half ago, my last production, I got to take on the challenging, amazing role of Sally Bowles in Cabaret, and that's going to be my finale. So thank you all again for coming and watching us, coming to your computers and your phones and watching us tonight. It means the world to us, and please enjoy the Toast of Mayfair. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book, and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Come taste the wine. Come hear the band. Come blow a horn, start celebrating. Right this way, your table's waiting. Use permitting some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. I used to have a girlfriend known as Elsie, with whom I shared 4 sordid rooms in Chelsea. She wasn't what you'd call a blushing flower. As a matter of fact, she rented by the hour. The day she died, the neighbors came to snicker. Well, that's what comes of too much pills and liquor. But when I saw her laid out like a queen, she was the happiest corpse I'd ever seen. I think of Elsie to this very day. I remember how she turned to me and say, what good is sitting all alone in your room? Come, hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. And as for me, I made my mind up back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm going like Elsie. Start by admitting from cradle to tomb, it isn't that long a stay. Life is a cabaret, old chum. It's only a cabaret, old chum. And I love a cabaret. Thank you all so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DJ Bradley.
Thank you. Oh, Eric, can you do that stereo thing? You might be here, guys. That's the magic technology.
We are not done yet. Erica, DJ, Thank you so much. A round of applause. You brought tears to my eyes. What a thrill. Let me ask our viewers, did we do it for you? Are you smiling? Do you feel happy? I hope you do. I do. And tonight, it has just been exceptional. Folks, we're going to stick around for just a little while in case you have a question for either Erica or DJ. We want to remind you that no donation is too small. If you have a few pennies, a few dollars, if you can swing it, we would deeply appreciate you showing us some love. Folks, that was tremendous. Oh, and we have a very special treat for you, which we're going to show you in just a moment. I'm taking a moment. Everybody is we're smart. Joe Laperna is Lisa. Lisa says all the feels, y'all, all the feels. Joe is saying smiling ear to ear. We've got beautiful Milo. Love you, beautiful people. Vanessa applauding. Rosemary, Susan, I am virtually hugging all of you right now. Rosemary, we feel that hug. Thank you so very much. Standing O. Folks, you got a standing O tonight. Woo, yes, standing O. Big time. Pam Burrow says, big time. Thank you. Gregory Rubin, awesome. Gregory's going to be with us next week. He brings the party for the virtual house party. Evan J. Newman. Folks, we've got so many performers here with us tonight. Evan J. Newman, this was wonderful. Well done all around. Evan has the most wonderful voice. He was a Frankie in Jersey Boys. You could imagine if you haven't seen him perform, go to our YouTube page. He performs for us with DJ, and we're going to have Evan back. Ivy says, I would love to see you guys do a duet. Well, Ivy, your wish may come true. Hang on to that thought just for 1 minute. Erica, what is the first credit on your resume?
The very, 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 very first show.
Even if it's embarrassing, we don't care. We just want to know.
Actually, Mara Jo Herman is here, and she was in this show with me. My very first professional credit on my resume. I was in the ensemble of Baby the Musical, which you didn't know there was an ensemble of Baby. But basically what the ensemble does is we sing and we move furniture around, and I was a sperm in the first opening scene.
That a girl?
Started as a sperm, now we're here.
That a girl, you are paying your dues. And Mr. DJ, what was your first credit?
Well, it was doing Fiddler on the Roof. That was the first show I was ever paid for, but I didn't get to sing Miracle of Miracles. I was the rabbi in summer stock. They made me this very skinny, like senile old rabbi, and they gave me a beard that would trail between my legs, and I would walk on stage and my beard would just trail behind me. But I was the rabbi in Fiddler on the Roof in Maine.
Well, I'm going to jump in here. My first performing credit was in South Pacific, playing the little girl. Emile has 2 children, and they sing Dites-moi. Remember that song?
Yeah.
And so I think I was like 7, and that was my first credit. And the night we were supposed to go on, the little boy had an appendicitis attack, and I had to go on by myself. And instead of playing catch with the boy I was supposed to play, I had to bounce it myself. And so that was my introduction to theater at 7 years old. Is that crazy?
That's so fun. What a great story.
And then I think, DJ, then it may have been Fiddler on the Roof. Yes, I think in everybody's career, I think at one point they do a Fiddler on the Roof. Would you agree?
We could all do it now. We could all do it.
Matchmaker right now. No.
That's right. We could do matchmaker. DJ's ready to go. We just need, a little thing around our head. Now, both of you travel a lot. For how do you feel about that? Do you mind traveling, DJ?
No, I love it. Oh, I love it. It's probably the thing that I miss most throughout the pandemic, because at any given moment yes, it's exhausting. And yes, of course, like anybody else will complain about work. But when you get to show up in a glamorous new place, and then you meet all these wonderful new people that are just there in the audience to enjoy your show. It's like this huge adrenaline rush of just like adventure, and oh no, I love it. Sign me up. I would go anywhere tomorrow. You could send me to Saskatoon tomorrow, and I would go.
And Erica?
I love it. I miss traveling a lot as well. I've seen so many parts of the world, and the country that I've seen have been because I was performing, and there's probably no way I would have gotten to do that otherwise. So I miss it too. Mm-hmm. What a bonus perk of the job.
We're going to ask our viewers just one more time. If you have any questions for Erica or DJ, do type them in the comments below. We are getting close to that time where we have to bid you adieu, but we have a very special treat for you before we do. Was theater love at first sight for the two of you, or did you have to get used to? I mean, were you shy as children, or were you? I mean, is it just no? We're not shy. We're going to become performers. How did that happen?
I was shy as a child. The only time that I kind of came out of that shell was when I went into performing mode, and it started with just listening to show albums and doing them by myself in my bedroom, like performing along with them. But yeah, the bug bit me hard. The first time I did like a community theater show, my first community theater show at the JCC of Miami was Milk and Honey, the musical. Not many people know it. And that was it.
Oh, I know it very well. This is the land of milk and honey. Right? Am I close? Isn't there a song? Oh, wait. And you know what's from that show? The song Shalom is from that show, isn't it?
Yes,
the song Shalom, folks. Shalom means hello, goodbye, and peace. And there's a famous song about Shalom from the Broadway musical Milk and Honey. Okay, well, that was your first, and you did that down at the JCC in Florida.
I was like 11. Yeah.
So you're originally from Florida?
Yes, originally from Miami. Then moved to New York. We went to Syracuse with DJ, New York, and now I'm in South Carolina.
We have a great question. Allison brings us a great question. Thank you, Allison. DJ, what is your dream role for Erica? And Erica, what is your dream role for DJ?
That's easy for me. I would love to see Erica play more Disney princesses. I want you to play Esmeralda and Hercules and say, I won't say I'm in love.
Yeah.
All day, every day. I mean, I've always thought of, if not, guys, I've known Erica for a long time, and she needs to play Millie in Thoroughly Mother Millie.
Yeah.
Erica is Sutton Foster. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Erica, but you said Millie.
Yeah, Millie is the dream.
Millie is not the Sutton Foster role.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Millie is Sutton Foster role?
Yeah.
Oh, she's Millie. Okay. So, that's right. Mrs. Flannery is the tap dancer, because I was going to ask if Erica tap dances. Okay.
Yeah, I do tap dance a little, but my dance has kept me from the role of Millie. I'm not as strong of a dancer, more of a singer, but it is the dream role. And for my 32nd birthday, I threw a Thoroughly Modern Millie birthday party and made all my friends do the musical with me. That's a true story.
But we didn't know what we were each. So I'm going to finish the story because it was brilliant. She gave us all cards or text us what we would be playing, but we weren't allowed to tell anybody else.
Somebody else did. So I didn't even know who anyone was playing. It was very fun.
Oh, so we just showed up to a theater, like a rental space. And then as the show kept going, we slowly got to see who was playing what, because you didn't know until people would get up and start playing the roles.
Oh my, that is the greatest. So Let me get this straight. You're invited to a party, you pick a show, and then your guests are playing the various roles.
For my party, that's what I did. I actually stole this idea from a theater in LA where they do surprise musical, and everybody is assigned roles. They learn them at home. They show up to a theater and they just do the show with no rehearsal, and it's hilarious. People are like making up dances, and it's really, really funny. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm doing it for my birthday, and I made all my friends do a musical with me.
That is the greatest idea. Greatest. Rosemary has a question. Love this question. Rosemary, DJ, and Erica, is there a co-starring Broadway show you would love to do together? Is there a show where DJ, you would just be the perfect leading man and Erica would just be the perfect leading gal?
I actually think it's a more recent show, but I actually, two of them. I'm going to say I have two options. One, I think the Cher show. I think we'd be great Cher and Sunny. I'm a little too tall for Sunny, but I think we would.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other one I think is maybe Beautiful. I obviously have a big Carole King connection. Erica's a fantastic piano player. I could totally be Jerry Goffin.
Yeah, I'd want to be Cynthia though. I could do. We'll do
Oh,
both.
wait, I would actually rather be. Yeah, I would rather be Barry Weil. That's perfect.
Perfect. We're doing it.
Done.
Call us.
That is terrific. Oh, I can't wait until these shows come back to Broadway. You, both of you, just really, my heart was exploding watching the two of you tonight. It was reminiscent, and it gives me all the more desire to get back to where we were. Just the nuggets that you've given us tonight were priceless. Now, I want to, okay. VJ says pajama game. You would be good. A good Babe and a Sid. Is that what you're suggesting, VJ? That wouldn't be bad at all. Now, before we go any further, we do have a surprise for our viewers. You know, so many of you always ask, well, you know, we loved Erica. We loved DJ, but we want to see you do a duet. Well, I have to tell you that unfortunately, in this virtual realm, you cannot sing a duet together and have it work, because what happens is one artist is always sort of cut out. So you don't really get that to have that experience. But through the magic of technology, we are going to bring you a duet by the beautiful Erica and the wonderful DJ tonight. So for the first time on any virtual stage, you will see this fabulous duet. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Erica Lustig and DJ Bucciarelli in this fabulous bonus duet. Here we go.
We'll always be bosom buddies, my crony,
My mate.
will always be harmonizing.
Orphan Nanny and Sandy.
Ooh, like Amos and Andy.
If I say that your tongue is vicious,
If I say you're uncouth,
it's simply that. Who else but a bosom buddy will sit down and tell you the truth? Just turn to your bosom buddy for aid and affection, for help and direction, for loyalty, love, and for soup. Remember that. Who else but a bosom buddy will sit down and level, will kick up the devil, will sit down and tell you the truth.
Well, we did it. We did. Oh, wait a minute. All of us? There we go. Oh. Well, folks, we hope that you had a wonderful time tonight, as much fun as we had putting this beautiful show together for you. We're going to have Erica and DJ back again because we just cannot get enough of them. Don't forget to join us on Tuesday night for Name That Tune, and on Friday for the virtual house party. The fun just keeps on coming, even during all this crazy times. We're gonna find the joy, and we want to take the ride with you. So remember, Monday tickets go on sale for our first drive-in event at the Bay Terrace Shopping Center. This show will be sold out. The Doo-Wop Project. I hope you'll join us so that we could at least see each other in person, distanced, but yet we'll all be together. Erica, DJ, what a great time we had. We're getting awesome, fabulous, thank you, brilliant And I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you both. To our viewers, we love you. If you are able to drop us a few bucks, well, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And until we meet again, DJ, you want to say a quick goodbye?
I just want to say thank you, everybody, so much. Have a great night. Let's keep the arts alive. If you can give us a few bucks, any amount helps. Tune in again at QPAC. We have free events all week, every week. We have 2 this next week. So tune in if you like trivia Tuesday night. I'll see you there.
And Eric, I'm going to let you give a shout out in just a second. We had a quick question from Iris. Do you need a car? Yes, for this particular drive-in event, Iris, you do need a car. But for subsequent events, we may be able to. I think we're going to have a drive-in section and a seating section. But for this first event, it will be cars only. So I hope that we've answered all your questions. Erica, you want to give us a little shout out before we sign off?
I just want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. And also, my parents are here. They're visiting me for the first time in South Carolina. So they're sitting on the couch, but watching on their phones. So happy to have them in the house and so happy to be here for the first time. Thank you so much, Susan, for letting me join. This was so good for my heart as well. So love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming. Be well. Have a fabulous weekend. And we'll see you soon. Signing off.